In this video, I'm going to discuss the pros and cons of a new erectile dysfunction solution that's making headlines in men's health at the moment. You may be familiar with PDE5 inhibitors, a group of prescription medications designed to increase blood flow to the penis, giving men with erectile dysfunction the ability to get it up and keep it up long enough to have a bit of fun. They can do it by themselves or with a partner. A few common brand names that you might recognise are Viagra, Cialis and Levitra. PDE5 inhibitors are usually prescribed as oral tablets, which seems to be convenient for most men. Oral tablets sometimes aren't efficient when it comes to delivering the medication to your body because they rope the digestive system into the process, which can add up to an hour of lag between taking the medication and being able to get an erection. This delivery method requires a higher dose of medication, which means side effects like facial flushing, headaches and reflux are more common. Taking oral tablets for ED has been popular since the 90s, and if the person experienced side effects, they often just put up with them in order to maintain the erection. But there's got to be a better way, and now there is. Research and development in medicine is always improving, which is exciting because I love finding better ways to help our patients at Restorative Health Clinic. And being focused on men's health, many of our patients struggle with erectile dysfunction. Statistically, it's the most common men's sexual health concern worldwide. So when I came across this new delivery method for an already tried and tested PDE5 inhibitor, I was like, holy moly, we've struck gold. This revolutionary new delivery method is a nasal spray. My first thought was, well, that's a bit anticlimactic, because I was kind of hoping for the Penis Ferminator 5000 or something really exciting like that. But to be honest, the nasal spray is just genius because it's fast-acting, effective and discreet, which is what our patients want. The nasal spray contains Vardenafil, the same active ingredient as the oral tablet called Levitra. Vardenafil is a PDE5 inhibitor that's been safely prescribed to men orally for about a decade now. Changing the delivery method from oral to nasal spray has made all the difference because the medication now enters the bloodstream via your nasal wall almost immediately instead of having to make its way all the way through your digestive system. I won't get into the trenches on the technical stuff in this video because we've already done that during a recent chat on the Penis Project podcast with Dr. Eric Chung. He is from the research team behind the revolutionary erectile dysfunction solution. And if you want to listen to this episode, it'll be in the video's description below. Like most things in life, there's always pros and cons. And as a health professional, it's important that we provide our patients with the correct information. So let's get across these pros and cons of this new nasal spray delivery method, starting with the cons. The first one is a tingly nose, sneezing or mild congestion right after spraying, which a few of our patients have reported to us since we've been prescribing the nasal spray at our clinic. The majority of them have said that the nasal irritation has gone away after a few minutes, but there were a couple of men who said it was really unpleasant. So I thought I'd better try it myself. Since I don't have a penis, I didn't get the positive effects, but I did get a weird tingly sensation and a sneeze or two. It was nothing major, and the feeling wore off really quickly. Before we prescribe anything to our patients at Restorative Health Clinic, we thoroughly investigate each person's medical history and their other factors to determine whether the medication is necessary, and if it is, which option is best for them. If a guy is using a nasal decongestant spray that contains pseudoephedrine for hay fever or a cold, it can interfere with the active ingredients in this nasal spray and reduce its effect. So, watch out for that. The nasal spray is a great alternative for guys who have been using small dose injections because oral medications haven't worked for them, so they can stop sticking a needle in their penis every time they want to get it up and just use the nasal spray instead. The con to consider here is that the nasal spray probably won't be strong enough on its own for men with severe erectile dysfunction who aren't responding to oral meds at all and need really high dose injections. Another con is it does seem expensive comparative to other oral medications, and they've all come down in price a lot since the patent on these has expired. However, for many men that have been looking for a solution to erectile dysfunction for many years, that's fast and convenient, the price isn't really an issue, and at approximately $12 a dose, it's cheaper than a pint of beer and way more fun. I guess it's time to move on to the pros because there's heaps to get through here. Number one is speed. Guys using the nasal spray can be raring to go in over 6 times faster than an oral medication. Erections in less than 15 minutes has meant my patients have been able to welcome confidence and spontaneity back into their sex life. At Restorative Health Clinic, we're getting amazing feedback from the more than 400 patients we've prescribed this to so far, and some of these poor guys have been dealing with ED for years. Pro number 2 is lack of side effects for many men when compared to other delivery methods like oral tablets. Many men using the nasal spray avoid headaches, flushing and heartburn. It doesn't need to be kept in the fridge, which is pro number 3. You can take it with you, pop it in your pocket and be ready when you're raring to go. No planning, no pressure, just a quick spray and you'll be cocked and loaded in no time. Pro number 4. Previously, this new nasal spray was not readily available, but now your local pharmacy can order it in as long as you have a prescription. Pro number 5 is for men who've been struggling to treat ED for a long time, now have the opportunity to try something new. We've had guys who barely respond to oral meds, who just can't do the needles, give the nasal spray a go, and it has worked for them. For some men, this is years of frustration that they can leave behind them. I literally had a follow-up with a guy from Victoria between filming these YouTube videos today, and he asked if he could write a review because after trying everything under the sun to treat his ED for nearly 10 years, he booked an appointment at our clinic and tried the nasal spray, and it has changed his life. This new option is so exciting for us at Restorative Health Clinic because we have another tool in our toolbox to help our patients. So if you've given up because nothing seems to work for you, you're not alone. So please book an appointment at Restorative Health Clinic and let us help you overcome ED with the help of this amazing new nasal spray called Spontan, or one of the other fantastic treatment options we have prescribed to thousands of men in our clinics over the years. We offer virtual appointments to men worldwide via telehealth or in-person appointments in our 3 clinics in Western Australia. I'll pop a link to our website in the video description below where you can learn more and book an appointment. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. If it was helpful, please give it the thumbs up and let me know how you feel after learning about this new nasal spray solution for erectile dysfunction. See you in the next video or at Restorative Health Clinic.